Hello and welcome back to the Link Up Show with myself, Charlene Smith, and Big Doug.
Come on, you say it, Char.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here, B. I am here. Big Monday morning, you know what I mean? Feeling energized after the weekend, watching the team do their things. So I'm in a good place right now. How you getting on?
Mate, I feel you can see the smile on my face, the excitement on my face. I think a lot of Gooners will be feeling like this.
Yes.
Obviously, from that result against Chelsea.
Yes.
Massive result. Although it is pre-season.
Yeah, even though I've already seen, woke up to this morning to some WhatsApp messages of people trying to discredit it, saying it weren't Chelsea's proper 11 and all of this other stuff, and it's pre-season, and you know what, it's fine, it's okay. You know, when you see all of that, you just know that people obviously, because had we lost the game, it would be a different chat today. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
completely different. If the score was the other way round, then the conversation would have been completely different.
Oh yeah. Because you know, everyone loves to hate Arsenal, innit? So you know, if we say we'd lost 3-1 or something, it would have been Arsenal can't hang with the big boys. Then now that we've won it, it's pre-season. It weren't a proper 11. Get out of it. The only people missing from that Chelsea team, you would have said, was Koulibaly in for, let's say, I don't know, Chalobah. But Chalobah was starting most of their games last season anyway. And is it Conor Gallagher that was in midfield?
Yeah.
You would expect Kante maybe to play there or whatever. Other than that, that is their team, innit? Sterling, Werner, is it Kai Havertz or whatever was on the right?
Yeah.
Havertz, so yeah, have it there, so whatever, you can have it on the right there.
You might forget Havertz, just have it there.
Have it there, go and have it. Just play the ball over to him, you can have it. Who was in the middle for them again?
I can't actually remember the full lineup. They was kept quiet, mate.
They were kept quiet. Didn't see them. Sterling didn't even know he was there.
Exactly. And he was like the main guy where I was thinking, all right, he's going to cause us some problems. But boy, I think I saw him once in that match.
Once. And you know, the thing is, I love Sterling to bits. Yeah, I love everything he's done, everything through his career and what he's been through and everything. But I just feel like had we got him, let's say Arsenal winning for Sterling, my personal opinion, I wouldn't have been maybe too happy with that signing. Don't get me wrong, he's a dope baller, but as you can see, as time was going on at City, he was contributing, but I feel like a lot of goals are coming from tap-ins and this, that, and it's I don't know, man. I feel like he's not the player that's gonna come and put the team on his back and then carry you through it. Do you get what I mean? He's a good team player and he's good and he scores goals and does whatever, but I just don't think. I think for Arsenal, you need that player that's gonna come in and really bring. See how Jesus has come in and he's really turned it on. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, turn the heat up to the max.
Turn it up, basing, listen, any food guy in that heat there is getting cremated quite hot out there. Do you know what I'm saying? It's on red. Yeah, it's on flames right now. You can't stop him. And this is what I'm saying. Chelsea saw it for themselves. Yeah, they thought, I don't know what them not thought. You could see they were disappointed though. Every goal that went in, you could see it was real disappointed. But also, I think it also shows them the levels that were so early on pre-season. This is where Arsenal's at. Did you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think hopefully if we can, it's the only thing you hope is that we don't burn out. Do you know what I'm saying? That we can maintain this kind of intensity all the way through a long season.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And even going back to what you're saying with Chelsea as well, I mean, you saw the look on Tuchel's face from when the second goal went in. He looked like he was in disbelief himself.
Oh, come on. Yeah, he couldn't believe it. Because you don't, this is the thing. I think a lot of people and a lot of, I don't know, even when you talk to a lot of people about last season and Arsenal, there's this air of this, they they didn't make the top four. It was a disappointing season. They went all that way. They had all that, they had the points lead and everything, and they blew it. It's a dead season. But when you actually check it and you look at the progress and you look at how well Arsenal moved forward in that season in terms of the team getting rid of the players. I feel like we had a very successful season, provided we wasn't if you had said at the start of the season, not from losing the 3 games, but just from the very start, if Arsenal could get fifth, would you take it? A lot of people would have been like, nah, it's going to struggle because you think Chelsea, Man United, all them, Liverpool, they were all strong.
Mm-hmm,
You know
exactly.
I mean? So you and you know, West Ham, all these other teams, Leicester the season before were really good. So you'd think, right, we're trying to catch up to those teams before we could even look at the top four. Do you know? So that I think Tuchel maybe underestimated, or just maybe really seeing how far off his team is. He's disappointed by his team, maybe. Do you know what I mean? Because they look off the mark. You get me?
Exactly, completely off the mark. And I guess they've had a lot of issues going on in the background as well throughout the season, and change of ownership and all of that. But hey ho, let's focus on our team. Even the way we were playing the ball as well. Like the style of football that Mikel Arteta is implementing, the way that the players are adapting to it. Because last season, I think that was like a massive concern. Like the style of football, the players just weren't taking to it. You know, almost as, and we saw Arteta on the touchline, like over coaching them. And we were like, you know, we were sort of questioning it a bit ourselves, like, oh my God, like let them express themselves. But now, even though it's preseason, you see that Arteta has sort of calmed down, like he ain't moving about as much. Letting them just get on with it.
Yeah, because so they're drilled. They're well drilled. You got to think that even at the core group of that team, where he got rid of so many players, like I think we went into that second half of the season with maybe about 18 guys, and then youth academy players maybe topping up the rest. You know what I mean? So that core group understands how they're meant to play their position and what's needed of them, what's wanted of them. Then you think you get the likes of Jesus and Zinchenko and these players that come in that already understand the system, because you think Arteta's come from Pep, like these players are most really understand, like know how these formations are meant to work or the systems are meant to work. So it's natural for them. You can see that Zinchenko just fitted in lovely in his first game. You get what I'm saying? So I just think that the players are well drilled. They know what's expected. Plus, I think they've come with extra hunger, because you know who surprised me in the Chelsea game? Xhaka.
Yeah.
Xhaka was playing, bro. Him and Partey are looking mad in the middle, you know? Listen, them two there, boppy, that Xhaka's looking like he's on stuff, like he's really up for it. Do you know what I mean? He's really playing that different from how I used to see him playing, but maybe he's got a different role now, I think. Like, who knows? I don't think he's maybe sitting side by side Partey, but being a player that can kind of break away and go and go push forward. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I was really surprised by him, you know?
And even Zinchenko coming straight in as well, obviously just signing. And then I think Arteta said in his press conference he was ready, just wanted to come straight in, which is why they said, all right, they'll give him 45 minutes. And he done really well there.
Sick.
Another benefit as well is obviously Arteta's worked with these players. So them coming in, Arteta understands them as well as them understanding what it is that Arteta wants from them.
No, 100%. They've all worked together. And it's like, Zinchenko, like, you got to think, like, this brother, like, even we saw the interview with Kyle Walker, he was talking about the most technically gifted players at City, and Zinchenko was in that list. Like, we've got a player that's come in now that really, what I noticed, he knows how to play ball. Not only does he defend, I think with Kieran Tierney, you get a guy that can play ball, but he's more like you're bombing up and down left back. He will bomb up. He's powerful. He'll get back. He'll tackle. He's strong. He's strong in the position. But I think with Zinchenko, you're going to get a more technically gifted defender plus attacker. Do you get what I mean? Because even some of the passes he plays, it's like you could see. Whereas I know maybe Tierney would maybe cut it back a bit more to play it, to make it a more like he plays the Man City style. Do you get what I'm saying? He knows that they know how to pass and move and tick-a-taka. You get me?
Yeah.
So, and you could see, you could see it. So I'm excited. Like, I'm happy he come in and got minutes. I think he will start against Palace.
Likewise.
I feel like he will start. And man, I'm happy for him. Now, listen, I'm happy for the team. I'm happy all over the place. You get me right now with this whole team.
Just smiling all day, every day.
All day, every day. They all got it going on. Saliba. Listen.
Oh, mate, I'm in love with Saliba. I absolutely love Saliba.
Yeah, listen, I got a feeling everyone's going to be falling in love with Saliba this year. You know what I mean? Like, it's even the way that man talks, he sounds like an adult. And these times he's an adult, but what I mean is like he got deep, like football. Like I'm like, yeah, that's a centre back. You get what I'm saying? Even at that young age, he looks like he's a mature, big man. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think
confident,
solid.
strong.
And I see, who is it? I think young Teflon tweeted that he said players are going to struggle to run around him this season in terms of that getting past him. I think he's going to be. You remember how Van Dijk had that reputation of like no one could beat him, and I think Pepe was the first to kind of run past him in Pepe's first game against Liverpool, and kind of like broke that record from going on. But I think Saliba is going to be very similar. That people are going to struggle to get around him. You know, he's got the pace, he's got the power. That he's going to be a beast with him and Gabriel in there.
100%. And there's been a lot of comparison with Saliba to Van Dijk.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah. What do you see the comparisons?
I do. Do you know what? Saying that actually, I was actually a big fan of Van Dijk before because of his presence on that back line and everything. But I guess the benefits with Saliba is he's younger. He's a younger player.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, he's got that one up over Van Dijk. I'm so in love with Saliba as well.
Yeah. No, he definitely, and you know what? He make his way of coming through into the Prem is different. Like obviously, Van Dijk was at Southampton, came from Celtic, went Southampton, grafted it out a few seasons there. But you think the French league is also a very good league to learn in. Do you know what I mean? And I think Saliba going there, being away from the media of the UK media and the scrutiny and all of this, and being able to just do his thing and make himself an international and come back to Arsenal fresh. It's like a brand new signing. Man, a lot of guys are really trying to ignore this player, you know. Like when people talk about our Arsenal signings, who they signed, and I mentioned Saliba coming back, yeah, like wow. Where I'm like, bro, you don't understand. That's like a £60 million centre back.
Literally.
Like, who do you think we could buy for whatever money that's gonna come in and be the quality of what we can see this guy to be? Do you get what I mean? And what the money we would spend for that, you know?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. I agree with you. That loan move was definitely needed for him because I think at the time when he first signed, I think he had just lost his mum. There was so much going on for him, but like you said, he was able to just go away, focus. He ended up winning Player of the Year as well with Marseille, as well as I think they finished third or something in the league. But, you know, he went over there and achieved so much. And now he's come back, like you said, as a brand new character. It's literally like a brand new signing.
Brand new man's like, who is this? Got a different hairstyle, everything. So I don't remember him. You get what I mean? Like brand new. And I think that you could tell with Ben White played because they started Ben White at right back. Which I think until Tomiyasu, I think that back four and Ramsdale is how the Crystal Palace game is going to start. I reckon Ben White's going to play right back. I reckon Saliba and Gabriel and Zinchenko.
Yeah. Are you happy with that? Because obviously Tomiyasu out with an injury.
Yeah.
So Ben White filling that position. When you look at our other options that we've got on that defensive line, obviously we've got Cedric who can play on the right or the left. We've also got Holding. We've also got Pablo Mari. So when you sort of look at that and say, all right, if Tommy is out or if Tierney's out, we have got them options. Are you happy with the squad to say, all right, these are the players that we can be satisfied and happy with for the season? Or do you feel like there is more players we need to bring in? And sorry, let me not forget, we've also got Bellerin. And we've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles who can again play as
versatile. I'm not happy with the likes of Pablo Mari and Bellerin. As you can see from the videos of the training in Orlando in America, Bellerin's just not up to the speed of the rest of the boys. You can tell in some of the videos, he's giving the ball away, he's getting roasted. He's just not like the pace of the weight and the level and the intensity at which we play at is so high. It's I don't think he's up to it. Pablo Mari definitely not. Like every minute he's just getting turned inside out. I said there's clips of Gabriel turning him. We've known in the past for Lukaku to bully him. He's not And that's why you could tell that Arteta sent him on loan, because he's just not good enough for the level that we want to play at. But I just think with Tomiyasu coming back, I know, like you say, it looks like if with Rob Holding being our only other option at centre-back, I suppose, if we play all three of our centre-backs as starters, it does then makes our defence look like, you know, Cedric can play there, but I think I prefer Ben White there at right back than I do Cedric. Don't get me wrong, Cedric he's a decent baller, but I just don't. From last season, I feel like I explained to you before, I just feel that a lot of mistakes and a lot of our problems came from those wide positions, like left back and right back, when we had Tavares there and we had Cedric there, and he just switches off. Where I think Ben White would be because he's an out-and-out defender, he's going to be more defensively aware.
Yeah,
I'm saying? He can still get forward, and as you notice, like I noticed in the Chelsea game, and I've been noticing it, like how our wing backs can, left backs and right backs can get really high up the pitch, but then they also come central. So it's like it's a but and I feel like Ben White can play that, and if we do lose the ball, I feel like he's got the pace, but he's also got the defensive knowledge to kind of hopefully break down that counter attack. Whereas I think Cedric gets a bit lost all the time. You get what I mean? But Maitland Niles can do a job there.
Maitland Niles.
Little Maitland can do a little job there. I like him, but I just don't feel like, you know, like with him, have you noticed, like you look at Nketiah, right? You look at Nketiah and you see how, like, this year he's got bigger, he's got, like, he's kind of hench now, like he's like, I just don't feel
hitting it in the gym.
He's been hitting it up. You get me? He's been going hard. Like he's been mashing works, you know, like that. Like man's in there, like with the gang and that. Like with
the lean gang. Swing the hat round. Let us see.
Oh, a little lean gang thing.
Bring up lean gang.
You know what I mean?
Clothing line.
Yeah, man's out here ripping the brand. You get me? You don't know www.leangang.uk.
Which we will link below as well. So go and get your Lean Gang merch.
Yeah, .co.uk. Yeah, man. But I just don't feel like he's getting any bigger. Like I don't see the improvements. Like, you know, I see him give the ball away in one game. He's doing a madness, trying to spray. Like, just come in and play ball, bro. If you wanted to play in midfield, we put you in midfield. You're clearly not good enough in midfield, except that you can play at right back. I think if he had accepted that he could play at right back, he wouldn't have gone on loan. Because Tomiyasu got injured, I reckon he would have played Maitland Niles over Cedric. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny. Your names that you remix are actually hilarious. I was actually in a live stream on AFTV, and the comments were coming in saying Emily Smith Rowe. Like, this could be a new thing you're starting, Doug. Remix of the Arsenal names.
Yeah, I remix them. You get me? But you know, it's weird because I once I get the name wrong, but in my head, that's how I say the name.
Yep.
It'll forever be that. Like I'll be like it's like even Emily Smith Rowe, I'll just be saying it off the tongue. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Second nature.
Yeah, it's when I'm not thinking about it, it just comes out like that. But when I actually be like, oh yeah, what's his name? And then I'll say it right, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But,
I'm actually intrigued on this point. Do you know my name?
Yes, I do.
Can I hear you say
Charlene Smith.
Oh, okay.
And you know, that's the worst. How would you get that? You know what? Do you know my name after all these years? Char, after all these years.
It don't matter. It don't matter how long
Maitland. Like, oh, you're right, Jodie. You're right.
But do you know what? People that I know for ages, they call me Charmaine, Chantel, just anything with Char, Charlotte. You know, I get my fair share as well. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I know your name, B.
I just got a test, you know.
He says that I like test. All right, cool. I'm glad I passed.
Yeah, flying colours as well.
That would have been embarrassing. That would have been really embarrassing.
Imagine you accidentally just said the wrong name.
Yeah. I was all like Chantel Taylor, you know, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right, Chantel. You're right. Yeah, come to do the Arsenal show with you again, mate. You're all right. So let's talk about, what's his name again? Let's talk about Partey. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But yeah, what we were saying. So taking into consideration everything that you've said, obviously we've got more games this season. Is there any players where you're like, all right, it's time to move on?
Yeah.
Back defensive line.
Like move on out of the defensive line.
Yeah, whether it's on loan, sell.
Tavares needs a loan. I know Brighton were interested. I mentioned that in the episode before about Brighton being an adult move for him. I think Tavares needs to go on loan and just eat. Like even in the game against Orlando, you're just doing too much. Like he's shooting from anywhere. It's not even like they're on target. Like I get it. But he's a bit wild. So I think he just needs a different setup.
Do you think he's a bit irrash sometimes with his decisions as well?
Yeah, it's like
he don't just take his time and think, all right, and sort of read the game beforehand to see, his awareness of where he is, where other players are, and make that decisive decision before he gets the ball.
Like in his head, he's already made up his mind what he's doing.
Yeah, and he's boom, just going for it.
And then it's like, even when you think when they break on us, I think even for their goal when Orlando City scored their goal, like Tavares was like in their box.
Yeah.
Like you're meant to be left back. Like, what are you doing all the way up there? Yes, you got the place, but it just means you're doing doggies the whole game. Like, do you know what I mean? Literally. So yeah, he kept on leaving us open. So I think he just needs a bit more time just to guy away and work on it. But I think now that we have Tierney and Zinchenko, it's going to be very hard for Tavares to get in the team. So best like go for a couple loans, build him up. I could see us getting rid of Tierney if he continues to have another injury year, because he's injured already, not in training, not playing.
Yeah, how do you feel about that though?
It's disappointing because it's like, bro, stay fit, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, stay fit. Like, you think last season top 4 was cool? Like, part of the reason us not making it was because of Tierney being injured. Like, look at when you check how many games he missed, important games, and Partey as well. Like, I can't just and Tomiyasu injured. Like, these guys, they need to stay fit, like, or need to kind of not rush back and just make sure you're in. And because Tierney, like, he's just always, since we've had him, he's just constantly got injured.
Yeah.
And I could see that it might. I think Arsenal do have patience. They've shown they've had patience for players in the past, but I don't think Arteta is the type of man that's going to have too much patience. As you can see, he's already brought in Zinchenko. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not got time for it. Like, in a sense that I'm not going to waste another season hoping that you stay fit.
Do you think we could potentially see Tierney go this season?
Nah, I don't think this season. Because I think if he was to go this season, then there's no pressure on Zinchenko, innit? I think that it's like with Tierney as well. Like, he knew as soon as he got fit again, he was going straight back in the side because Tavares wasn't enough competition for his place. I think with Zinchenko being there and Tierney, I think they'd mostly give it a season until Arsenal can maybe find another left back that could give Zinchenko a run for his money if they were thinking about getting rid of Tierney while they still develop Tavares. But we do have that youth player. I think I've seen him at a couple games. I mean, the training sessions. I can't remember his name. I don't want to say it and get it wrong. Say it. Something Waters.
Oh, Waters. Yeah. I've been seeing him as well.
Do you want me to quickly get it up?
Yeah, get out his name.
I'll quickly get it up. I'll get it up real quick. One sec. So his name is Real Waters. Real Waters. And I've seen him. He's massive as well. He's like 6'3" or something. Is
he?
He's a giant, but he's a. I'm pretty sure he's a left back. So pretty sure he's left back. Yeah. So you never know. He might be the future as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, see him coming there. And also, when you look at like Gabriel Jesus and Lacazette, we had Lacazette who, fans were fond of. Some, had other opinions of, all right, it's time to go. His legs are tired, everything.
Yeah.
And Arteta did make that move to, sell him on or let him move on and bring in Gabriel Jesus. And Gabriel Jesus has just brought that fresh spark, that fresh energy, which we've been needing. So, it just goes back to what you've been saying about Arteta. If he sees that, all right, players perhaps ain't keeping fit or whatever, as well as Arteta, Edu and everyone else, they're going to make the right decision for the club in order to move it forward. So
yeah, because them man, like with Edu and Arteta, I think the one thing Arteta has shown, I think he's got the players' respect right now. The players respect him, they look up to him, that's their manager. And I think like he's not gonna have any players that think they're bigger than the club that can do what they want. I think with Aubameyang, he felt he could just do what he wanted. Do you know what I mean? And had he just kept his skin quiet and just did whatever, look what the team he would be involved in now.
Exciting.
Yeah, you might have had a bit of competition come in, but it would have been exciting. Do you get what I mean? And for him to go to Barcelona now and they bring in Lewandowski and it just looking like, bro, when you gonna play kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, Arteta really has created like this, team like thing and not be about individuals, because it's like I was saying to some people that like everyone's like, oh, but you haven't bought this or you haven't bought this marquee signing. But sometimes you look at Liverpool when they bought Ronaldo. Ronaldo came from Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Like Henderson, no one really thought Henderson was gonna be that player that he is. Like all Fabinho, all of these players. When Mane, we knew Mane was good, but we didn't know. Even when Salah went back there, everyone weren't rating Salah from how he was at Chelsea, and then he went Roma.
Yeah,
he went to Liverpool and done that. So sometimes it's not always about the big, £100 million player or 200 million. Like sometimes it's about getting these players that fit the system, that then they now play so well in that system that then they become the future superstars of the game. And I think we have that with the players, the Martinellis, the Sakas, the Gabriel now. I reckon Gabriel's going to just take off this season. Then he's going to be like, do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's going to be linked with Real Madrid or this, that. Because that's the level he's going to reach. Like Partey, I think is very much underrated. Like we see the how good he is. And we know how good he is from when he went Atletico, but it's like he comes to the Premier, it's like, oh, we can't hack it in the Premier, he's dead. But this brother's been playing Champions. He's won La Liga with Atletico. Like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's done it. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, for them to disrespect that and not understand the levels, they're gonna find out this season. You get me?
100%, they're gonna find out.
Oh, they're gonna find out, B. Oh, they're gonna find out. Yeah, trust me, they're gonna find out. It's gonna be serious. I love the team and how they play right now. And like I had man saying we look like Man City against Chelsea.
Literally, that is how we were looking.
We were looking fire. Like the bopping, the angles, the passing, the slowing it down, the speeding it up. Like it was too much for Chelsea. Like the press, even like
I know.
Right, it was just a lot for them. Yeah, Odegaard as well. Like mate, brilliant player. Yeah. You can see that his confidence is there. He's loving football again. He's found a home in it. Do you get what I'm saying? And he's got the armband. Like he's a leader. Like you can see it coming through. Do you get what I mean? Even for Nketiah's goal, when I think it was in the Orlando City game, and you think the pass, no one don't talk about the pass Odegaard played to Gabriel through the player's legs, yeah? We're used to it now. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
But the pass was crazy. Do you get what I mean? And Gabriel tried to spin on it, but he couldn't. But then Nketiah came in and knocked it in. But it's like, bro, like the team across the board is going to be just doing it up. Do you get what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And you just feel that like positive vibe and energy from them. Like it looks like they're actually all enjoying their football, like the whole team. Although it is pre-season, but we just get that vibe from them, which is definitely a good start to the pre-season.
Oh, good start, because you look at our fixtures and what we've got. I think we play United, and we play United, Tottenham, and maybe Chelsea before the World Cup, I think. But then when you look at all the other games we've got around, like in that build-up to the World Cup, they're all winnable games. Like, do you know what I mean? We could really be in the top 3, definitely in the top 4 by Christmas. If we start the season right, provided we start it right. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so I just hope that we can just really hit the ground running and put points on the board and give ourselves a good head start.
So how do you sort of sum up this pre-season then?
Oh, I say the pre-season, I'll say that it's been well. Like, how better could we be? Like, I think we've got to see all the players. We've made signings. The only player we haven't seen is Vieira.
Yeah, who's currently injured.
Yeah, currently
Emily Smith-Rowe, he's out with an injury. But friends, Tommy.
Emily. Yeah, and like they're the players you would like to have seen like being, and also they're going to be looking at the team while they're out of it, thinking, damn, we're playing mad. So it only going to have to motivate them to bring up their levels as well.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, but it's a shame that they couldn't get a good preseason to kind of build that. But they're obviously in training, they'll get it with it and they'll do it. But yeah, it would have been nice for them to be a part of it. But also, what I wanted to say from the question that you asked before, I just wanted to touch on this about that people forget, especially with Arteta, right? I know a lot of people like Arteta out, this, that. Even some, I see Rory on TalkSport saying that he, the pressure's on. We've given him too much time. This is his squad. Do you like, and all of this about Arteta? I think sometimes we forget Arteta came from Man City, innit? Like, he's been around, sitting around a team that wins constantly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He understands what it takes to have a winning team, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think we as Arsenal fans and some of the fans that don't, because we ain't won the league in God knows how long now, yeah? We've won a few FA Cups, which is all well and good, but we do not understand what it takes in the modern time to win the league, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So we have to be patient with someone like Arteta, he's seen it, he's been there, done it. He's mostly, in the last decade, he's got more Premiership titles than us because he's been in part of a coaching team that's been like winning the league religiously. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can see that in this team now, in them being his players, understanding how he wants them to play, you can see the difference in the step up in how well they are playing. Do you know what I mean? And I think we have to be very patient and really realize, yes, he's a new manager and hasn't got the experience, as you would say, but he's been around what it is. It's not like he's come from Porto or he's come from Sevilla or wherever, Villarreal, and come in and took the Arsenal job. He's been at Man City, sitting right beside one of the best in the business. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So have to be really patient. And even if it took another 2 years, I'll give him that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, who else can we go and get?
Exactly. But that's the thing, though. Sometimes people just want results, and it's like they want it now. They're not waiting or being patient enough to sort of build the blocks and build the stepping stones in order to get there. And it just takes time. So just take time and relax, enjoy the journey.
Listen to some of these fans. We'd have Bruno Guimaraes here. We'd have Tammy Abraham. We'd like all these. Calvert-Lewin would be like playing up top instead of Gabriel, because
exactly,
we all think we know it all and everyone's got an opinion. But these, like, what I can see clearly is that they know what they're doing. They, like, Edu and Arteta clearly have a vision in it of how they see us playing, and they're gonna get the players that fit the system to play that high intensity pressing quick football. Because that's another thing. Do you notice how quick we go from defending to attacking?
I know.
Oh my God, it's exactly quick. And we need players that fit in that system and that can play that kind of football,
Exactly. Hence probably why we're getting younger players as well.
Energy to burn. You get what I'm saying?
Look at poor Saka, boy. He's been doing it the whole season. Pre-season as well, World Cup, everything. Euros, I mean.
He looks good though.
Exactly.
He just come back looking like, because he's well rested. He's been on these holidays. Plus, you got to think, these men are professional football. How much rest do they really need?
Yeah.
I think in the interview he said he was resting enough to the point he actually was like eager to come back.
Yeah.
He was missing football, so this is their living. This is what they live for, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And this is how they train as well. Like, their body's equipped for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
time out might even put you know what I mean, make you pick up injuries because you're dropping off the, you know what I mean, your body's resting too much. You got to stay intense. You train a lot. You know what it's like.
Exactly.
How often do you have a rest?
I have a rest day a week.
One day.
Yeah, but it depends on what I'm doing as well. So obviously I do other stuff as well as doing my training, like weight training. I also do cardio. I also do yoga. But I also listen to my body as well. So if I know, all right, I'm perhaps doing too much, then I will slow it down. But it depends on how my work week is, how heavy I'm lifting, and all of that.
Yeah. So basically, you don't rest. So this is what I'm saying about Saka. Yeah?
No, I do rest.
I'm joking.
I rest. Even one of my training days will consist of like yoga and walking.
Yeah.
A bit of active rest.
Just to prove my point, basically, like Char said, the professional PT, she don't rest. So
no, I didn't say that. Rest is important. It's crucial. When I spoke to you last night as well, Doug, what was I doing? When I was on the phone to you, what did I say I'm about to do?
What was you about to do?
I was like, right, I'm coming off the phone. I'm about to.
Oh yeah, rest. You was gonna go and just soak up and just chill out. Do you get me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice, relaxing.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it. You're gonna have a nice little relax, detox, chill out, then meditate, candles. Yeah. I get it. Now I'm just saying. I'm not saying you don't rest. You get me? But I'm just saying Saka don't really need that much resting. He better get himself back. You get me?
Yeah. Plus, I'm on that youth side, like Saka as well. So I understand. You know, we like to keep active.
Yeah. I know. I swear that was a shot, but you know what I mean. It's cool. You get me? I know.
That weren't a shot. That was actually a joke.
Oh yeah.
You
said these shots at me. You know, us old boys can stay active too.
No. I ain't sending no shots.
I've been in the gym getting it on with my boxing and that, dropping my shoulders. You get me?
I know.
My hips gone though. I can't lie. My hip's dead. You get me?
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah, my hip is gone. I'm mashed up, man. I'm falling apart, but it's all good.
I'll show you some stretches to stretch out them hip flexors.
Yeah, that's what I need to do, man.
After the show.
Yeah, I'm gone, man. My hip's just bust out. You get me?
Recovery is important. Also, as well, we saw Sambi Lokonga score his first Arsenal goal.
Oh, taken goal that was too.
I know.
Taken goal that was, mate. Little header across against Mendy as well, you know.
Exactly.
Best in the business at this shot.
He's actually a good keeper. I rate him.
No, he's banging. Can't say for penalty, but he's a really good keeper.
Yeah.
It's mad. You know, like you would have thought. You know, he's never saved. I think he's never saved a career penalty or something like. So each time he's going up against one, you're just hoping, innit? Do you know?
Yeah. Or they just switch over, put Aspilicueta.
Yeah. That's
what's
mad.
his name?
Aspilicueta.
No, not him. You tried your hardest to get that right.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Oh my God.
Arisa Balaga.
There you go.
Balenciaga.
There you go. I like that remix.
We call him Balenciaga. You get it? Yeah. Nah, listen, Lokonga, I do see the potential in him. I just see that. I just feel it's hard because when he, like, even in the friendlies when he plays, he's always thrown in at the deep end. Like, he's never had a game where, like, he's been able to, like, start a game and play side by side with Partey, or do you know, like, or it's always a game where Partey's injured. We ain't got Xhaka sent off, like, especially last season. Then you're playing Lokonga with Odegaard in the middle and clearing out the midfield, and it's like these guys. It's like run, and then he's going away to Brighton. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, them games are just not the games that are gonna, like, he's gonna gain the experience and become a better player from. Well, maybe they will, because they're tough games. He will learn, innit? But that, I feel like he's got a lot of potential. I see Vincent Company saying he's like the new modern day Yaya Toure. So they're all singing his praises. I'm just waiting to see it. I'm just waiting for him to transform into Lokonga.
Yeah. So would you say that's a player that you'd keep at the club this season, or do you think he needs a loan move, or let him stay with us? We've got Europa League.
Let him stay. We got Carling Cup. Is it? I call it the Carling Cup.
The Emirates Cup.
Is it called the Emirates Cup? Yeah,
coming on Saturday against Sevilla.
Yeah. Oh no, not that cup. I'm talking about
throughout the season.
Yeah, you got the FA Cup. Carabao Cup. So you got the Carabao Cup, which I feel like he can. You know, we're gonna need him for that. We got Europa. I reckon he'll play a lot of Europa games in the group stages, like so for rotational purposes. So I think, like, he's gonna be used and he's gonna gain experience, and plus it's being around the team, being around Arteta, getting all that information, and you know, like, I think that's what you want him to be around. Do you get me? So I want Lokonga to stay. I don't want him to go out on loan. I want him to gain that experience, gain the information, become a better player, and see what happens. You know.
Yeah, 100. No, I agree with you, man. And you saw how much that goal meant to him as well, with his celebration and everything. I know.
Badge. You know what I'm saying? That's the things you love to see.
Exactly.
Like, as fans, like, and I think, you know what? Even like just the atmosphere there and the way that Arsenal feels right now, it feels like big things are happening.
Yeah.
even if it is just this season we make top 4 or we get Champions League football and no silverware or whatever, just to progress is the beautiful thing. And I think the fans are all getting behind it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like now you look crazy if you're like still at Arteta out and you're talking madness, because it's like, mate, they're trying their best. Tell me any other manager or any other system that's going to come in and do what they've done to this team. How much more better? Like, and then, you know, you might hear someone say something mad like, well, we should sign this and sign that. But really, even to get Jesus and Zinchenko no Champions League football is mad.
Exactly. That's what I was going to come on to as well. Just following what Edu was saying in his interview, saying, look, we are here to win things. And I think one of the questions was something about, you know, attracting players to come in with no Champions League. And it's like, well, we've told them what the project is. They were excited by it and happy, which is why we've been able to get the players that we are getting. And also they've almost got 100% the players that they want. So I think that kind of says a lot about, number one, what they're doing. Number two, the players actually believing in it and seeing it and willing to be a part of it.
This is what I'm saying, man. So, like, I'm just, like, it's a beautiful time to be a gooner.
Yeah.
Everyone, I know there's a little, yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of negativity with some of the fans, but I think even I noticed, I said, I was in the group the other day and I said, Saliba's turning certain man into believers. You get what I'm saying? And even like one of my boys who's been anti Arteta out, everything, he's like, boy, the way the man are playing might get me, like, you know, I might start to actually believe again. So I'm like, well, how can you not? How can
exactly.
you not? You know, hey, you know who else? We only got a brief glimpse of him, but I think he's gonna do a madness. Is Marquinhos?
Yeah.
We only got a light glimpse. We see him roll Alonso, got fouled.
Yeah.
But even for a 19-year-old, the strength just to hold up Alonso. You could see Alonso couldn't do that, couldn't even move. Like, he
exactly.
Just and then rolled him, he fouled him. But I feel like he's going to be a problem.
100%.
I think he's that little secret weapon that Arteta don't really want to put him out there too much. He's just letting man get a little taste. Yeah, he's protecting him like he protected Martinelli. Because I think when he was all screaming for Martinelli to play up top, play out, play him, and Arteta wasn't, he obviously knew why. Do you get what? He had a reason. So
exactly.
I trust him. And look now, Martinelli's wiser, he's learning more, he's not so erratic, he's good on the ball, he plays passes, he's developed well. So it's interesting to see how Marquinhos. What do you feel about him?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Marquinhos is going to bring as well. And I agree with what you're saying as well. So yeah, it'd be exciting to like proper see what he brings to the team.
Yeah, he's gonna be a baller, man. He's gonna be a baller. You know.
And, go on, carry on.
I was gonna go on, because I was gonna say, is there anyone else that we missed out? But no.
I think we pretty much got everyone. And then Turner in goal as well. He came on.
Yeah. He didn't have nothing to do.
Huh?
Turner didn't even have nothing to do.
Exactly. You didn't even see the keepers.
Didn't even see them.
Huh?
What was you gonna say? Sorry.
No, go on. You go first.
I was gonna say Ramsdale, though. I will say his distribution on the ball is mad. Crazy on the ball. Like, give him all these props. Like, he can really pass the ball. Like, and I think that it helps. Sometimes he's been dodgy. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna give him
the odd time.
The odd time he's, you know what I mean, the pass has gone a little astray or whatever. But more time, his distribution of the ball is bang on. Like, I think Matt at the moment, I don't feel from what I've seen is enough to push Ramsdale out of the number one spot. But in time, he's an Arsenal fan, he's a gooner. And have you noticed that Arsenal are really buying Arsenal players that, like, you look at Zinchenko, he's always said he's a fan, he's got pictures of him in the Arsenal shirt as a kid and all of that. Matt Turner, we know, is a fan. Do you know what I mean? He's a genuine, this is like his dream move to come to Arsenal. You know what I mean? You look at Gabriel said he grew up on watching Arsenal through, like, well, they always say all of this, you know, it's all like, you always think, part of it, but then with some of them, you can actually see there is a genuine love for Arsenal there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, I think that's dope as well.
No, 100%. I mean, when you got that love and passion from the heart for the club, and then you're out there on the pitch, obviously that's going to impact your performance because you're not just playing for a club, you're playing for your club who you love and genuinely care about. And I guess the whole feel of it is completely different.
You're going to run a little bit harder, you're going to do a little bit more, you're going to leave a little bit more out there, innit?
Go that extra mile.
Go that extra mile. You're not just there just to turn up and just get your money and cut, you know?
Exactly.
So, shit, man.
Passion is important.
Yeah, no, 100%. It is 100% important, man. So, yeah, like, let's hope this passionate bunch go and get us some silverware, Char.
I know. Like we said in the last stream, we might end up winning the league.
Oh, could you imagine? Don't say that too, lad. You most probably get clickbait and turn it into a meme. You know, you don't want to say that.
Everywhere.
I've said to a lot of people, I think I mentioned this to you, I feel like we are dark horses in this season. I feel we're going to be the team that after watching Arsenal play 4 or 5 games and come out with some points, they're going to be like, nah, we don't want to go there. We especially don't want to go to the Emirates with like how the fan base is. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and then you don't, if you got them at home, you don't want to get spanked in front of your home fans. Do you get what I mean? Like,
exactly.
It's one of those ones, you don't want to play Arsenal because we're not scared to play away anymore. I remember we had a fear of couldn't win no away games. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Like, always on the road, we struggled, but at the Emirates, we were good. And then there was a season where on the road, we were good, but at home, we were kind of dead. Do you get what I mean? But now, don't care to play away, you know.
Fearless, baby.
Yeah, fearless. And at home, with the fans and the atmosphere and everything, everyone's behind it. I do say, though, we did struggle away to Tottenham and away to Newcastle, but I felt like we knew that was going to happen.
And it was getting on to the end of the season, squad being depleted, some injuries, COVID.
Yeah, and my friend made a good point, which I didn't even realise, that even, I know we was ahead of Tottenham in points and whatever, we had to win those games. But Tottenham, after January, he made a point that Tottenham were pretty much knocked out of everything. So they were in the same boat as us, where they were only playing Prem games.
Yeah.
And having Harry Kane and Song and just them two alone makes the difference.
Yeah, 100%, man.
They both get 15, 20 plus goals a season. Do you get what? In all competitions. So it's like, just having them in the squad makes the difference. So we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves about it.
100%.
Yeah.
Even when you compare that squad to our squad, you know, obviously we had Lacazette and then Eddie and Nketiah sort of coming off the bench and things like that. So when you do that comparison there, I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah, you got like Lacazette. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Lacazette, but last season, man saw some atrocious misses. Like, I remember he was 1-on-1 with the keeper, hit the post. Like, one of it was so unlucky, he hit the post. One he pulled wide, I think in the Tottenham game. One of them he dragged wide. Like, I'm just like, bro, like at least if this is going to be your last season, finish it on a 20+ goal season.
Innit? Finish it now.
You know what I mean? Play for that year extension, fam. Come on, man. Like, yeah, and it's like, he weren't on it. And I think he cost us a lot. But and it shows when you do have like the players, like look when we switched up to Nketiah, then how much of a difference it made when you got someone willing to run.
Exactly.
Willing to press, willing to chase things down, willing to run in behind. And now we've got 2 of them. Now we've got Gabriel as well. Like, who's
the same celebration too.
You know what
yeah, double calls.
Double. Hey, listen, we're just running up the phone bill right now.
Innit?
Like, man got unlimited minutes. You get what I'm saying?
It's gonna be needed with the amount of goals we're about to bang.
Oh yeah, I reckon we're gonna score a lot of goals this season. Yeah. And goals, I think like everyone's got goals in them.
Yep, exactly.
The problem, you look, Saka could potentially score 10 goals in the Premier this season. Smith Rowe, maybe 5 to 10, because he does get the odd goal. Like every few games he scores. Martinelli gonna get 10 goals, I reckon, in the Prem. Then you think Gabriel and then Nketiah could socially score 10+.
Yeah, and I love the way them two just vibe off each other as well, man. Yeah. Like, they definitely bring the best out in each other. Like that's the feeling I get from them.
Yeah, bro. This is what I'm saying. We got our bromance back. You know, we had Aubameyang and Lacazette. We got, you know what I mean. We got E. You know,
E and Vodafone.
Yeah, we got E and Vodafone. You get me? Like, you know, we got our guys back. You get me?
Exactly.
Yeah, sick, man. So I'm just like, yeah, man, let's get it on. Let's get it cracking, B.
In it, we ready, homie. It's so exciting as well to see like our defense, strengthened, our attack strengthened. Because normally it'd be like, our defense is looking a bit leaky, need to sort that out. We got no one that can score goals, but it's like, all right, now we're looking like we're balanced.
Yeah. Because like leading up to the Chelsea game, I think when we spoke on the previous show, it was like we'll talk after the Chelsea. You know what I mean? How did you feel leading up to it, and how do you feel now after, like, do you know what I mean? Watching the side and everything.
Do you know, leading up to the game, I felt confident about Arsenal winning, but I also thought it was going to be a much tougher battle. Like after watching the game and seeing how we went out there and performed, Chelsea just didn't feel like it was a Chelsea team. Yeah, they played a strong 11, but it didn't feel like we was battling against Chelsea. Like it was light work for us. My score prediction was a 2-0 Arsenal win. We beat them 4-0.
Yeah, Charlene. Yeah. No, we doubled up.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm the same like you. I think leading up to it, I was a bit like, I saw how what the thing was, I thought, like, after seeing the second half of the Orlando City game, when he brang on the drillers and how we just turned the game on, I was like, we play like this, Chelsea, all right, we could work Chelsea a little piece, but we did also, I hadn't been paying attention to the Chelsea game, but I did know they drew the previous game and then went to penalty.
Who did they play, sorry?
So they played one of the MLS teams.
Okay.
I think it might have been Minnesota, or it was one of them. Like, it weren't but they drew 1-1 and it went to penalties and they lost on penalties because Conor Gallagher missed the penalty.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw that and I thought, they played 120 minutes here now, gone to plays, whatever, like, they might be tired, but then I felt like if you're struggling against the MLS team, no disrespect to the league, I felt like, they might be off the boil a bit. So yeah, like for us to go in there and like just tear them up like that, bro, it just shows the levels right now. Do you get me?
Exactly.
Yeah, it shows the levels, man.
So what are you expecting to see against Sevilla on Saturday in the Emirates Cup? We're at home as well.
Emirates Cup, we're at home, Sevilla. I just said more of the same. Like I think it's gonna be a goal fest. I'm predicting like a 5-1. Because Sevilla, don't get me wrong, I shouldn't disrespect Sevilla, but it's like you always find it. The Emirates Cup, these teams come to the Emirates Cup, they come with the friendly mentality, and it's like they just come and put their feet up in it. Like, and I think Sevilla gonna come, they're gonna have fun and whatever, but they're just gonna get run over. Do you know what I mean? Because
Red Army.
Red Army. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna actually take it real serious. You get me?
Exactly.
I think it's gonna be a boppy session. What are you thinking?
Yeah, listen, I'm thinking we're going into that game with a winning mentality, yeah? Winning mentality, and that's how I want to start the season, and I want the season to progress that way. Winning mentality. Like Edu said, like he wants to be winning things. We want to be winning things. Let's keep that from now. Right? Good preseason, going into that game against Sevilla, winning again, start the season strong, and I'm out for a win. I think the team are on a massive confidence boost right now, especially after beating Chelsea 4-0. So I think they're going there strong, solid. We want to see goals.
Bust them up. Because what is it? Sevilla, and then that's the last game before the season starts.
Yeah, and then the season starts. We're away to Palace.
When? Next week, Friday?
Yeah.
No way.
The 25th of July.
And then when are we away to Palace?
All right, I'm going to give you the fixtures. So let me get them all up for you. So we got Sevilla Saturday, 30th of July, 12:30 kickoff. We're at home. Then we're away to Crystal Palace on Friday, the 5th of August.
Wow.
Wowzers, come round quick. Then we are at home to Leicester City on the 13th of August. Away to Bournemouth on the 20th of August. At home to Fulham, 27th of August. At home to Aston Villa, 31st of August. Away to Man U on the 4th of September. At home to Everton on the 11th of September. 18th of September, we're away to Brentford. And then on the 1st of October, we're at home to Tottenham. 8th of October, at home to Liverpool.
So you see all those games apart from the Tottenham and Liverpool game. Like I think even Tottenham at home, we always beat them at home, yeah. But you look at that lineup, even up until the Tottenham game, Man United's mostly the hardest game on paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you think that we could actually be top of the league by Man United game.
Exactly.
Like, not even to gas it, but you just think like realistically, they're all winnable games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think one thing about the Palace game, I feel like because we tripped up on the Friday night last season with the team that we had against Brentford, I just got a feeling Arteta's not going to let that happen again.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Yeah, Vieira, love ya. You want to come and beat us? Hear it, mate. But for some reason, I don't think that Juju's going to work this year. I don't think it's working, Char.
Run out.
Yeah, that magic ain't gonna work this year, bro. You better understand. I think Arsenal gonna go Palace and make a real statement, live television Friday night to the whole world because everyone's gonna
100%.
And Arsenal's gonna really put themselves on the map, and give them a real drillings. I really do, and I think that will just knock us on. And then United, depending on how well they start, we make it to that United game. I see us beating them.
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo's not even back.
I know.
So what happens when he comes back and if Ten Hag decides to play him or not to play him? Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? What's that going to cause in the dressing room? And because he's going to be in the training ground, what's that going to cause for the team? So we could go to United and bust them up. Then you think Liverpool Tottenham's the game.
Yeah.
Tottenham at home is a 6-pointer. Do you get what I'm saying? And then Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Like them two games there are the big games to start the season for me. And I think, but we can be in very good positions where maybe if points are dropped, like say we draw against Tottenham or lose to Liverpool, it won't change much because hopefully we can be as high up as possible.
100%. I love that confidence and that positivity going into the new season from you, Doug. Yeah,
no, I'm positive because it's possible. Like you look at the Brentford games, you look at all the teams that we have. Everton are we already beat them up pre-season.
Yeah.
Everton are gonna be in a relegation battle. I'm telling you, they've not bought, they're sold. They're gonna struggle. Like they're already playing survivor football, and that's not good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The season ain't even started, and you're playing survivor ball. So let's just they will beat them. Fulham that's going to be a tricky one, but I feel they've lost Tavernier to Rain. I think Tavernier's gone Rangers. Depending on when they bought well or whatever, but it's Fulham coming out. Like we should bus up Fulham, innit?
Exactly. Although this season they may want to try and stay up in the Prem, but we'll be able to handle them.
Yeah, we'll handle that, man. The way that we're gonna play our football, these men ain't gonna know what.
They're not ready.
And with 5 subs as well.
Oh yes, the 5 substitutions. And do you know what's exciting, Doug? The fact that we've got exciting options on the bench. Because that was our concern. Like, all right, we need to sub. Who are we bringing on? But now we've got good options.
Mad options. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like you look at likes of us. We can go to a game and then all of a sudden all right, we need creativity. You're bringing on Vieira. You're bringing on like all these other players that are like even Marquinhos. Like we've got man on the bench that because you just think you think like look at all the players that's not playing. Even the likes of Pepe, I see he's all posting stuff about Arsenal. He's not really realised no one ain't coming for him. Do you know what I mean? His value's going down. So he posted some things this weekend about how he's been training hard and doing. So you never know. Pepe see, this is the thing I like. If he turns out to be a madman this season, bro, it's a problem.
Massive problem. He just needs to switch on, get into that mode.
Get into it, bro. This ain't the time to sit back because because I think it was Lee Grove. I see he wrote that basically. Oh, it's amazing how when your value starts to depreciate, how all of a sudden you want to make the effort now. So it's like Pepe's gone from being a 140 grand a week player to like in the 90s. Like his price has dropped. Even if he wanted to negotiate a new deal, they're not going to offer him more money.
Exactly.
Your pay cut, you'll be taking less because you're not performing, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Like they say, you don't realise what you got till it's gone, eh? So
this is what I'm saying.
Working. Don't get complacent.
Don't get complacent. And I think anyone that comes in for him they're not gonna offer him what he's getting paid at Arsenal. It's gonna be a lot less.
100%.
Lot less. And I think he's realised that, got the new agent, and agents trying to put feelers out there, and it's coming back negatives. You get what I'm saying? So if he can really step his career up this season, for us would be like mad. And plus on top of that, we get in the likes of, like, we've been linked with Jared Bowen again. You know? So you imagine we get a player like that in as well, who's scoring a lot of goals, can play up top.
Exactly. There's another player that we got linked with as well. I think he's from a Portuguese league.
Oh, what, the left back?
Yeah, was he left back or midfield? No, sorry, he's a winger. Cody Gakpo.
Oh, Gakpo, yes. Baller.
Yeah. 6'2" as well.
Yeah, 6'2". He's at PSV.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at PSV. Baller.
So
scored a mad goal in the week this week as well. I'll see that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an absolute baller. But if you see like players like that come in, you think when you've got that kind of firepower on the bench, and because he's a player that can come in and rival Martinelli for the like left-sided position. Like, these are big ballers. But I don't think it's about him putting competition. Yeah, the competition in the team, but it's having the options to rotate.
Yes, exactly. Which is important.
Important. Arteta comes from a system where Man City have 2 first teams.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, and he's there. I want 2 first teams because I understand the level of having 2 first teams. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans and get hell bent on this first 11 stuff. Oh, if we get so and so, it's going to affect Martinelli, Emmitt Smith-Rowe's development, and all of this. And so you just want us to play with this bare 11, but that means them no one on the bench. So when these players get injured, we have no talent.
And then that will be a whole nother argument. Yeah,
we're not buying properly, and we ain't got no one, and we're moving. Where's the ambition?
Yeah.
Now we're at a stage where like we've got 2 players for each position, 2 good players.
Exactly.
Each position. Do you get what I'm saying? So
versatile players as well, which I personally think is important.
100%. So bringing someone like Gakpo in is only just going to be, it's competition, but also it's the option to be able to like, Martinelli's played 2-3 games on the bounce, we pull him out, put Gakpo in, but there's no difference in the quality.
Exactly.
Whereas, you know, like last season when players were getting injured, the quality dropped off. You know, we didn't have that quality. You know, like, don't get me wrong, El Neni is dope, but he's not Partey levels. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, so we missed him when he was gone. So yeah, I think I get what Arsenal's about, and everyone needs to understand that. Trust Arteta, man.
Trust the process, baby. It's all coming together.
This is what I'm saying. It's all popping off. Like, trust it, man, because he's been there, seen it. He's got more Premier League medals than than some of these other teams that everyone's saying is ahead of us. You think he would have got a medal being part of the coaching staff at Man City when they won the Prems. So he knows, he's got that. Like, he's got that experience. He knows what it is to win. How to win it. He just, we're just, like you say, we're impatient, so we've got to let him just work, man.
Yeah, take time with it,
Time with it, let it marinate. Like how my jerk is just marinating and seasonings. You get what I mean? If I let it season so the flavors can come true. You know what I'm saying? And sizzle and go on with it. You get me?
I feel you, man. What, that jerk Paul, is it calling you, Doug? Like, come on.
No, it's not even calling me, but I'm just saying this is how we have to let the team marinate and season. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
100. Everyone just want to put it on the cooker and serve it. You get me?
Nah, man, you ain't gonna get the flavors like that.
You got to put it in the fridge, let it marinate overnight.
Yeah, 100%.
100. You get me? and then bring it out and then cook it, slow cook it as well. You know what I'm saying?
Take time.
Take time. And it's the same thing with Arsenal. Everyone want to speed up the process, buy these players. Nah, we have to let it go on. Because even like now, even to buy, we still got to get rid of a few players. Like, it's not like we can just keep buying. Like, everyone's saying grab Tillemans, that. But you know what? We need someone to leave.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Right now, Torreira still hanging around. I'm hearing about a swap deal with a swap of money for Arthur involving Tierra going to Juventus and us getting Arthur. I saw that last week. I don't know what's really developing on that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I see that. But yeah, some of these players need to kind of
move on,
you know, call it a day.
But with this exciting project and process and everything we're doing, the beautiful football we're playing, no one ain't gonna want to leave the club. That could be a whole nother headache.
Yeah, no, right, man saying, right, it's looking like, right, Arsenal's looking kind of all right, you know.
Isn't it? I want to be part
of that. Look a little bit different. The grass was cut different. I feel like I'm feeling like I can play here, you get me?
And the grass is looking greener, smelling sweeter.
Man in America now, like, right, I didn't know we had so many fans here. Like,
yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, players that have maybe not been on tour or not seen it or understood the levels of how big Arsenal is are seeing it. And most like you say, basically thinking, right, actually, I don't want to go. Like Pepe going to America, I'm most really thinking, right, like this is kind of lit because they went to Dubai last year, innit? And whatever, like most really thinking, right, this is kind of lit. I didn't even know the following. Like, this is actually a big club.
Yeah, you know exactly.
That I don't know, like, because that's the thing. Why would you want to leave Arsenal? Where someone like Pepe, I see him linked with Newcastle, which I do think is a good move for him. I can see him in the white and black, but it's like yeah, you go there, they're like they're not. It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly. There's no place like home, darling.
No place like home, and you've seen it. You've seen it with the likes of Sanchez when he left. Like yes, that Percy went and left and won the league at Man United, but he never had a home after that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
United are like, oh yeah, cheers for coming and winning the league for us, but yeah, mate, later. Like, you know, a lot of these players leave Arsenal and then realize that the fans and everyone loved that was my home.
Yeah.
These other teams, and then they can't settle or they move on, and you think some of these players don't even imagine Van Persie most really had his testimonial at Feyenoord. Do you get what I mean? Exactly. That's not how it's meant to be. You're meant to come, like, you've been at Arsenal these times, you've won the league there, you've done this, that. That's where you're meant to come and do your thing, innit?
Exactly.
So yeah, man, it's a mad one, but yeah, like hopefully we can the right players stay and the right players go. We get it right and we keep it moving.
100%. On our last stream, we also had some score predictions. So I predicted a 2-0 Arsenal win. You predicted a 3-1 Arsenal win. Full-time result was actually 4-0 Arsenal.
Was this for Chelsea? Because I'm pretty sure I predicted the Orlando City. That was the 3-1 was the Orlando City score, wasn't it not?
Oh, wait, was that the Orlando City?
I don't know. I'm just saying we might have to watch it back, but you know,
because we had two games, didn't we? We had 2 games pending. All right, should we just say that was the warm-up?
3-1. I predicted 3-1. You predicted 2-0. What was you gonna say, God?
Should we just say that was the warm-up, and then maybe we'll get the forfeits on when the season starts?
Oh yeah, because usually they need to dish out a forfeit, yeah.
Well, whoever the forfeit is for. I mean, I haven't got anything in mind. The comments didn't really get active either, so maybe we need to put that out there a bit more. Guys, let us know in the comments. Put some forfeit suggestions, and we will start listing them. So as the shows go on weekly, myself or Doug are going to have a forfeit which we're going to fulfill. Yeah. You don't sound inspired, Doug.
Listen. I'm a game time player. Like I'm a crunch time player. Don't worry, I will not lose.
Oh, I love a bit of competition. You know, I'm very competitive as well.
Listen, I will not lose. So I just hope that like you just make sure that you got everything together. You've done whatever you need to do. You do your research on the games. And have your score predictions right, because I will be doing my due diligence and understanding what needs to be done to win the game. You get me?
Okay, cool. All right, I'm up for this challenge.
Yeah.
I'm up for it, mate.
Motherfucker.
I'm ready, homie.
Bring it on. You know what I'm saying?
Boss moves, baby.
I ain't playing no games. You know me.
Oh, well, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you once again, Doug.
Always a pleasure.
Yep. And thank you to everyone for tuning in and watching this. We hope you've enjoyed the show. And like we've requested, please get active in the comments and give us some suggestions for forfeits. Doug's wearing a Lean Gang hat as well. Spin it around, let us see. I'm loving this baby blue.
Yeah, got the baby blue tees and all that to match as well. You don't know the thing. leangang.co.uk. Check the website. Lot of merch on there. A lot of stuff on there. Got it popping off. But, you know, you might see me from time to time on the show rocking a few bits and pieces. You get me?
We love that. So make sure you go and check out all the Lean Gang merch. I've got my Lean Gang merch, which I love wearing. Doug, you know, I'm always in the gym with my jumper, everything. So
leaning on them. You get me?
Leaning, baby. But yeah. We'll be back next week with another show. In the meantime, make sure you enjoy the game against Sevilla, which is at home at the Emirates on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. I'm Charlene Smith. This is Doug, and we are signing out.